New developments tonight in the case of an accused serial killer in South Carolina. Tonight, the mother of Todd Kohlhepp, who is suspected of murdering 7 people, is defending her son, saying he is, quote, very misunderstood, but not a monster. This, as we learn of a connection Kohlhepp has to the Houston area. A close relative of one of his reported victims lives here. Our Keith Garvin spoke with her exclusively tonight and joins us live now with more on the story. Keith?
Bill, we spoke to the aunt of a man who was killed in South Carolina 13 years ago. She lives in Tomball. We spoke to her here in Cypress. Authorities say that the suspect has confessed to the murder of her nephew, a confession she says has begun to bring her family closure.
The heartache that they suffered through that 13 years was just terrible.
Linda Crosswell of Tomball describes the pain her family has felt since the brutal murder of her nephew in 2003 at the hands of a man connected to several killings spanning more than a decade. Brian Lucas was 29 years old when he and 3 others were killed inside a South Carolina motorcycle shop by Todd Kohlhepp. Lucas left behind a wife and 2 children.
2 little boys, and it's so sad to think that he missed out on their whole life, and he loved being a dad.
Kohlhepp confessed to the unsolved motorcycle shop killings last week, 3 days after searchers found a missing woman chained inside a storage container on Kohlhepp's South Carolina property. Investigators say he knew details only the real killer could have known.
It's been a crazy week. A lot of ups and downs. My sister and her husband and family, the emotions have been very, very high.
Crosswell says the family was unprepared for the news, but they've begun the process of healing. And Crosswell also says that her sister and brother-in-law are going to continue to work for other families of other unsolved murder victims, work that began shortly after the death of their own son. Reporting live from Cypress, Keith Garvin, KPRC, Channel 2 News.